2012, next year, 70% of all UK handsets will be smartphones. So things are speeding up. So by the time when do you finish? Did you graduate? Do you graduate? If you're a postgraduate, do you graduate again? This year. Okay. So in these markets, things are going to speed up now. So things are starting to, pick up pace. So a lot of this stuff is going to be more and more possible for everybody. And the point of all this is that nothing is out of date. From 1875, when Alexander Graham Bell invented the mobile phone, no, he didn't, did he? He invented the telephone, and then the telephone network came the year after. But from then, nothing is out of date. Everything in this device is picked up it's like a Frankenstein's monster of everything that's happened in the industry from 1875. And who knows, like I say, no one knows what's going to happen next. Who knows what the next kind of iteration of this device is. But there's a rich canvas to play with. There's loads of stuff you can do with it, do with mobile. That's why it's quite difficult to talk about it and put it all into like a primer. And there's lots of stuff I missed out, like vouchering, sending a voucher to someone's phone. So they go into a shop and have it scanned and for money off or something free or something. I didn't mention the 2D barcodes either. There's loads of stuff that that's in there. But because it's essentially a little mini computer packed with sensors and stuff. So this is kind of like a 101 sort of toolkit for the workshop we're about to do, which is going to last about 20 minutes. So if your tools are voice, SMS, MMS, the internet, mobile advertising, didn't talk about that at all, advertising on mobile sites, vouchers, like I say, didn't talk about that. And then all the amazing things you can do with the sensors on the mobile phone in an app. If that's your toolkit, then what are you going to do with it? So the workshop brief is this. Cineworld, the national chain of multiplex cinemas, is launching a new loyalty scheme called CineLove. Made that up. They need your ideas on how mobile and social marketing can be used both tactically and strategically to recruit membership to CineLove. So think of everything we've talked about just now, all the rich toolkit, the canvas of stuff I've shown you, and how you're going to use this stuff. I thought wouldn't get tied up with budget. I'll give you $500,000, but if you want more, then I'm sure we can find it somewhere. So if you want to do something absolutely massive and international, like be my guest. I'll raise it with my manager. And in quarter two, in 20 minutes, come back and just present back to us. How many groups are there?
We can use the same groups if you want that we have for the assignments, or you can work in groups that are close to you at the moment. Either way, it's fine. So we can have like 6 groups, 6, 7 groups. I think.
Okay.
Groups of 3, 4 can get together where you are at the moment, so you don't need to move as much.
Okay, good. And and so give us a brief plan of how you see mobile and social marketing working for this cinema loyalty scheme, and show us some examples basically of how you think it can be deployed. Great. Okay, is everyone ready to share their work?
Yeah.
Okay.
You and your friends. Best picture.
Right. Who wants to go first? Shall we go? Let's go this way around the room. And so we've got 6 groups. There's like a 4-minute video which I will end today's presentation on. So and it's 10 to 12. So we need to get around quite quickly. Is it okay if we overrun by 5 minutes or so? Because I think this could take 10 minutes. Okay, great. You go first. Who's your spokesperson?
Becky.
Hello, Becky.
So we came up with an idea that would go viral, and first it would target everyone, and then it would sort of bring it down to the cinema lovers.
Yeah.
So we thought of an application where you can scan your finger and it tests your mood, and it links your mood to the specific film that would be something you'd like to watch at that point in time.
Nice.
Then it shows you the trailer of that film, and then you can actually buy tickets to the film and it shows it sort of, it doesn't directly promote cinema, but when you finally scan your finger and you're interested in it, you finally realize it's part of cinema.
Yep.
We also do things that encourage you to go to cinema, check in for free, and for example, the first 20 people who check in on Facebook get a free pair of Gap jeans, vouchers,
Right.
whatever. Also, yeah, and for example, let's say you're actually in the cinema and you convert the QR codes, and it gives you a voucher straight away to go and get free popcorn in the cinema, or buy a Coke and you can get a refill, for example. The way we said is it goes out to everyone, but then it sort of filters down to the individual loyalty member. Is although the app can, for example, take you to the actual purchase of the site. Let's say if you are a loyalty member, you can sign in straight away and you can buy the ticket straight away. Or you can, if you are the loyalty member, you get the voucher, whereas the other one would not get the voucher, for example. You can also win free tickets to a premiere. There are different sort of levels of membership where you can have gold, like you can have specific orders during a specific time in the cinema. Also for promotion in the foyer, we said we would ask a question before you enter the cinema. And like, let's say it says text at a specific moment in the film, the color of Harry Potter's t-shirt, for example, in that specific moment.
Right.
And that can give you a free ticket for the next movie or something. And it also is sort of an app, I think it already exists, but we can link it in a way. It's funny to the best time to go to the bathroom in the cinema, which is not.
Yeah, that's brilliant. I absolutely love the fingerprint mood thing as well. You can be so creative with that as well, and it really, it makes it very human, doesn't it? Like that emotional connection you have between, like, your favourite films and that, and the way people experience the cinema.
And something like that would go viral because it would upload straight to Facebook. So like, my finger just sends that I'm in the mood for.
Yeah. The question is, how would we do that now? With like, how do we sense someone's mood? And obviously we can't now because you can't read people's minds. But how do we create some kind of layer of artifice over it to make it feel like we're reading someone's mood? Like how do we, maybe we're taking their pulse or.
Body temperature.
Exactly.
It came from an idea because there's a stupid app and it reads, it tells you are in love or you are nervous or you are whatever. So obviously if it's like you're in love, it would be easy to have romantic comedy.
Yeah, beautiful. There's a good moment in the cinema as well where everyone has their phone, a lot of people have their phone in their hand, is when they tell you to turn it off just before the film starts. That's a perfect moment to get people to engage by text or something, or QR code or something on the screen. Thanks for that. That's brilliant. Next group.
Okay, so we have so many here that there are a lot of them. So we want at the beginning to use the posters, the trailers, when you touch your phone with the poster to see the trailer of the movie. We want to do an application like a trivia one with questions about movies, and whatever has 500 points wins a free ticket. We were thinking about an application that will tell you what is the best time to go to the bathroom during the movie.
Popular.
About loyalty, we can make them reserve their seat. If they're a loyal member, they can reserve their seats. They can have benefits like pre-release tickets. They will not stay in line to get the tickets, and there are a lot of things you can do with a loyalty card. So whatever. But because we have the best seats in town, we can leverage on this. After the movie, they would be advised to do a review on Facebook about the movie, and then their friends can join. If they keep their tickets, they can earn 100% off of the local restaurant if they show the tickets. And because we have the best seats, the best picture in a seat would win another free ticket.
Mm-hmm. It's such a big opportunity, isn't it, when someone comes out of the cinema, switches their phone back on, and probably checks their messages or checks like Facebook for their messages, like to have in the front of mind, like,
But they can post it with you.
yeah, exactly, share this experience. Why do you think the bathroom thing is really intriguing?
Yeah.
It would be really good to get people like who've seen the film to say, you know, an hour in. Yeah. Yeah.
Picture of
Here's
the
the
scene.
small
Someone's picture.
There's already an app for that.
Is there?
Yeah.
Thanks.
There's an app for everything, isn't there? What does it do?
It tells you, you type in the movie and it'll tell you the different points within the film at the exact right time that you should go and how long you have and
Right.
you know if there's like whatever short, there's some dead time in the
We
film.
work
That's
with
just-
this.
Not even
We're with
that,
that
but
company.
like popcorn
Right.
or drinks or.
The problem is that we don't want them all to go together.
No,
And
that's true.
Well, you can't control
Because you need to, but then everyone needs to have the same, be on the same cycle, you know.
It doesn't matter when they pay for the tickets. Who
Yeah,
cares?
it's true, it's true. But also, when you come back in, you need to have someone there to say, what happened? Did anything interesting happen?
Well, the app tells you.
Oh, of course, what you're missing. Right. Because what I'd like is,
Why did you look to
we can do the other wingman. One stays, one goes.
yeah, exactly, do a tag team. I'd like that app to buzz in my pocket as well. If you start it at the start of the movie,
Oh.
and then it tells you like, right,
Yeah,
you know,
but it says
time to go. Yeah, it does, but
No
you know,
one, no one takes their phone.
no, not anymore.
Keep it silent now.
Yeah, just make it sound.
I think that's what it says now.
Yeah, put it on silent. Yeah. I think I'm getting old. I do. Next group. Group 3. Who is your spokesperson?
Could you have an app?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah.
Well, we're thinking following the McDonald's example. For example, every time a movie is released, we thought that we create an application where, for example, you take a picture of the poster where we see a billboard or a poster of the movie that's playing on the cinemas, and you take a picture, you SMS it, or you upload it on Flickr, and then, for example, you get free tickets or discounted or 2-for-1 on the, for example, at the noon screenings where they have released customers. So how would you promote the movies, promote the premieres, and sales?
Mhm.
Both.
Something about your seat or loyalty numbers, being able to have like specialized seat, the seats to be reserved for both movies you are at.
Nice, and you can get a text message or a notification when you're what use would it be if your seat's gone? You know what I mean? Like if you get notifications, couldn't you, of like this is selling out. You know you better be quick if you want your special seat. I love this thing about connecting off of posters as well. Like I say, everything's clickable. That static billboard, we no longer need to think of posters as a static piece of information that just has, you know, who stars in the film or whatever. You can stand in front of that billboard, and it can be like a website. It can be like you can watch the trailers. You can enter competitions. You can chat about it with your friends. Everything becomes interactive.